This Amazon seller can increase their daily sales velocity by $2,000 at will. I mean, look at this. July 15th, they finished at 467.90. Then the very next day, $2,490.53. And the day after that, even more, $3,180.35. But before that, they were actually doing pretty good. If you're an Amazon seller, you might be wondering, well, I kind of like what they did July 15th and before. I don't need July 16th, July 17th. But this is the perfect graph to show you of a successful Amazon business that can control their sales velocity at will. All they have to do is play around with the law of supply and demand. If they increase their price, they're going to get less people buying. If they decrease their price, they're going to get more people buying. But what a lot of people don't tell you is that it takes a lot to cross the barrier of when an Amazon customer makes their decision to be interested in your item. Once they cross that barrier, now all they're thinking about is pricing. And that's why when you have a successful Amazon business, the numbers reflect as so. You can have $400, $500 per day, and then immediately $2,500, $3,000 per day. A lot of people look at this and say, this is impossible. But they were just missing one pillar out of the three pillars of a successful Amazon business. This is my auditing process. I don't work with everybody. I cannot work with everybody because a lot of people believe, and this is what Amazon wants you to believe as well, that it's super easy to make a ton of money. Imagine everyone would be walking around a millionaire if that were true. But Amazon wants you to believe that it's really, really easy to just create a business. While Amazon business is the easiest business to create, it's not easy at all. So I have to audit the brand that is interested in having me optimize their Amazon presence, which is the last remaining pillar. So I'm going to show you what I think about now. Now, before all of this, okay, I think about this. Consumer research for the idea. I put here for your idea because if you're starting an Amazon business, you should do maybe feedback surveys. There's a lot of websites that offer you randomly asking 15 people or 30 or whatever, hey, do you like my product idea? You can do Amazon seller product sourcing on websites such as Helium 10 or Jungle Scout. You can see what people are buying currently. Those are really good sources because Amazon is such a large business that all the information that they get is pretty much the internet. That's what people are buying. Or you can compete directly against other big players in a well-known niche. You don't have to be afraid of big companies in the supplement industry. You don't have to be afraid of big companies in the tech industry. You can launch your item. You just have to launch it well. If you launch it well, Amazon allows you to be toe to toe with these big players, and you can be very, very successful with it. So I look for social media presence and a website presence. Okay. And so whenever I'm looking at a brand, and I like to look at social media presence, and I like to look at activity, how active the commenters are, how accurate the commenters are, and how much it makes sense to the actual brand itself. I suggest if you are a startup, get anyone to manage it. You can actually have any virtual assistant you want. Train them on how to use an AI generator, and then you have a lot of ideas on what to post on your social media, and you don't have to rely on your virtual assistant to get it right every single time. Even if they don't have a language barrier, sometimes you can have misspellings or just not the right idea. And I suggest you get in as many platforms as possible. If you're just on Instagram, it's not going to be enough. A lot of people believe that Amazon is enough. You can just list on Amazon, just make a lot of money. But that's what Amazon wants you to believe. It's not enough. Even though Amazon is the best place to go and make money on the e-commerce realm, it's not enough to just have Amazon only. Social media, get them on as many platforms as possible. Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, LinkedIn. I don't know, anything else. And then just have whoever you have working on it, just train them to constantly message people. Even if it's just one person per day, it's worth it. Even if you're adding 5 impressions per day, maybe your virtual assistant only has time to reach out to one person on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, whatever it may be. It's worth it because those people, maybe you have 5 new people that day, they go to your website. And if they go to your website, there's a strong chance that they might find you on Amazon if they take that route. And you don't even need to have it be that route. They can actually start on Amazon as well because your paid paid efforts can come from Amazon, and you can get people interested in your item. Maybe you have the Amazon presence already optimized, so you have the reviews and you have the optimized advertising performance. So not all of a sudden impressions are going out to interested Amazon customers who then look at social media. And if your social media is active like it should already be because you constructed your whole structure, then they go to your website to just confirm that your website makes sense. Maybe they get extra information, things you can't post on Amazon. Amazon customers do this a lot, and customers do this a lot. It may seem like it's not there. It may seem like they just look at the title, bullet points, or whatever. But Amazon customers, whenever there's no bullet points, they go to the website or they go to the social media. And if there's nothing there and it's just Amazon without bullet points and without a description, then the sale will not happen, even though it seems really, really easy. That's why I like to vet my interested clients on their website performance and social media presence, because I give them the Amazon presence. I know for a fact it's going to work well because we can tweak it like how we want to if the social media presence and website presence it's there. And therefore, I'm going to go back to this image. That's why it's so easy to tweak this, because they have the two pillars ready. All we need is a tweak in the advertising performance or in the Amazon performance in general, so we can tweak this on promotional days. On promotional days, we can offer a promotion. These 2 days were obviously promotional. This was a Prime Day. We knew that we were going to get eyeballs, but the conversion level is super high. That's why we need those two pillars ready before you optimize the Amazon presence. Whenever you have a day, you can discount your items. You can easily control the sales velocity. And if you can, that's a great indicator of a great brand, because when you leave that day, because not your products are not going to be on promotion every single day. You have to leave that day. And when you leave that day, you have to be profitable on normal days, which is what this client is doing here. These days and these non-promotional days remain optimal for profitability. And whenever they have a profit, it soars to new heights because they have their other two pillars of branding already enacted, and all that's missing is the Amazon presence. What I do is I just optimize the advertisements. I run the account correctly. I make sure there's no account health issues, no listing issues. And for example, like you could be running ads and then all of a sudden Amazon needs to do an investigation on one of your products because your account was not handled correctly. That will destroy all type of momentum and all presence on your Amazon platform, and you would lose out on sales. So that's why the Amazon presence needs to be optimized. And lastly, make sure you create a premium listing. A lot of people think, well, hey, the description's not that important. It's not going to help with SEO. Yes, it is. And you should definitely focus on what's on your sizes, manufacturer, category. All those things actually matter. Amazon customers look for this. In addition, the Amazon A9 algorithm actually rewards you for this as well. You yourself, you may think, well, customers aren't looking at this, but customers, maybe it's a subconscious thing. They look at these details and they also look at your social media and website performance. And in reality, well, at least from what I see, from my data, this is all you need. If you are looking to launch an e-commerce business, I would recommend a good website, a good social media presence, and a good Amazon presence. And if I were to inspect that and you were to have these two, I would be more than willing to optimize your Amazon presence. And you should have, as a result, a really, really good e-commerce business.